What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Master Heine here with another self-defense lesson for you today. Today's lesson, we're going to go over grip control and the importance of controlling grips in a fight. Now, when it comes to combat sports and it comes to real-life situations, there is a slight difference in how grip control comes into play. With combat sports, if you're competing in jiu-jitsu or any sort of grappling sort of sports, so wrestling, judo, jiu-jitsu, grips play an important part in controlling the aspect of the game and making sure that you can stay dominant to your opponent, meaning that you can control the outcomes better, you can control the positions that they're going to go to, you can control whether or not they're able to progress further. When it comes to self-defense, however, you take that and then you take it kind of one step forward. So controlling grips in a real situation means that either, one, you don't let them grip you in the first place, or two, if someone does maintain a grip on you, you have to break that grip right away, or counter grip, get nice and tight to the person, and you're using that closeness to be able to get better strikes, break that distance eventually, and get out, or you can use those strikes to get close enough to where you can end up in a clinch, take the person down, restrain them, whatever you want to do. But that's kind of the sense of the grip control when it comes to self-defense. So real simple things, again, two options. You either break away or you counter grip. So when a person's doing any sort of the wrist grabs, which we've gone over previously, doesn't matter how he's doing wrist grabs, I have the two options. I can do simple breakaways where, again, I'm disengaging that grip and freeing up my hands. Because, again, in this position, he's controlling my grips. If I break that away, now I have control of the grips back. I can throw in strikes if I need to. I can break off the other hand, and we can completely disengage. If I want to do some sort of a counter grip, basically what that means is if he's grabbing me, I'm going to grab him back. Now, whenever you're grabbing somebody back in a counter grab, there is a rule of thumb, and that rule is I have to grab back harder than he's grabbing me. If he's squeezing my hands, he's in control of my wrist. So I'm not just going to casually hold on while he's still squeezing my wrist. I'm going to make sure that my grip gets a little bit tighter because now I've completely isolated and dominated this grip. So now he only has one wrist. Now if I completely disengage that wrist, now I have control of one arm, I have another hand free, now I can start disengaging with strikes, and again, now his other grip is going to become completely useless. If he grabs me in a different manner, say a single hand wrist grab, it's the same idea. I can either disengage and strike, or we go into some sort of counter grip. So I can do a grip underneath, I can come all the way around and grip on top, and now I've completely controlled the grip. I've got a stronger grip here, he's not even holding onto my wrist at this point, and again, I can either strike and disengage, or use that to get even closer, throw in a few more strikes, tie up with the person, take them down, and we can go from there. Now this isn't just something that applies when you're doing wrist grabs. If he does a collar grab around my head or around the shirt or whatever that is, even with grips like this, again, I can either grab nice and tight, pull the person in, so we'll turn real quick. I can either get the grip and come right in and get nice and close to the person. Again, now here we are in a clinch position. I can throw kicks, I can throw strikes, multiple strikes. We can restrain the person, take them down. But again, I'm dominating the grips in that pressure. Or he does the same grip, and instead of taking and getting closer to the person, I simply just break the grip off, I can strike, and we disengage. If he's doing kind of like a headlock or counter grab like this, same idea. I can either rush the hand off, and we strike, or I get control of that grip, and once again, we get nice and close, and follow up with whatever we want to do from there, control the person, and move on and so forth. So controlling grips in self-defense, again, the focus is I have to control my attacker. I can't let them control the pressure on me. I can't let them get control of the grips on me. So that's why anytime, no matter what position you're in, even if the person's striking you, so let's say he does a single hand collar with a punch, even though realistically the punch is the bigger threat, I can't ignore this grip because this grip is still going to control my ability to, if he's holding it nice and tight and I try and run away, he's going to keep me close. If I try and turn, he's going to keep me within center so that he can control those punches. However, if I'm blocking those punches and I'm controlling this grip at the same time, or if I counter grip and completely change my direction, now his punch is useless. I've now controlled his arm, which means I now have control of this side of his body. So don't underestimate the importance of controlling grips in a fight, and never underestimate the ability that you have when you are controlling the grips. Meaning, when I control the grips on the person, I now control that aspect of the body. I control the direction that I can turn this person. I control the direction in which he progresses towards me. If I'm controlling this side, it's very difficult. If he tries to kind of square up with me, I just have to keep turning with that grip and he's never going to square up. If for whatever reason he gets too close, then again, I disengage with that grip, and I follow up with strikes, and I disengage. So because I had control of that grip, I have the ability to either continue controlling it, or disengage and back off. But the same goes with him. If he's controlling those grips, and I can't do this, or I'm trying to square off, he's going to control me. If I try and run away, he's going to keep me in. If at any point he wants to disengage and just start hitting me, he can easily do that, and I can't stop it until I get control of those grips. So whenever you're in self-defense, whenever you're in any sort of bad position, whether it's on the ground, multiple attackers, up against the wall, in a car, outside, inside, it doesn't matter where you are. If someone is attacking you and they are controlling you, you have one of two options. Disengage that grip immediately, start striking and get away, or counter grip, dominate the grip, get close to the person, then engage with further strikes, and then you can get away. So don't underestimate the importance of having grips. Understand just how crucial they are when it comes to self-defense in general, and that's what you need to do. Stay safe.